said a Moor? You know what
Let me grab my
Moor
pocketbook today.
No, but I know I'm one because I was born in Africa. I was born on the coast where the Moors lived when they were attacked.
You were born in Africa?
Yeah.
What country?
Cape Verde.
Cape Verde Islands?
Yeah.
Is your father a so-called black man?
Darker than you.
Hey, all praise to the Most High.
You know, all the time. To the divine.
So the word Moor is a Latin word. It just means black.
Yeah.
You know, blackface or whatever they call us during that time. Just like the word Swarthy, which means man of color, means black. Now, black is not an identity.
No.
It's just a derogatory term that they gave to us
Correct.
when they enslaved us.
Correct.
So you have an identity that the Most High God gave to you, not what man called you. Because, you know, the white man, when they colonized the Africans, they're the ones that called you Africans. You know what the word?
Kemet.
Huh?
Before then, there was Kemet in the West Coast.
No, Kemet is just a religion
Is it?
by the Egyptians. But
Okay.
when you look up the lineage of the actual Egyptians of antiquity, they were, before they were even called Egyptians, they were what? They were what?
The Nubians?
No. They were actually called Hamites.
Yeah.
Or because they're the descendants of Ham. You're
Yeah.
familiar with the story of Noah?
Yeah.
Had Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Yeah.
Ham is one of his sons, and he had 4 children. Right? You had Mizraim, which is who the Egyptians are the descendants of, and they're the ones that inhabited that region. These were so-called black people of color, not those Arabs in Egypt today.
Not the Coptic.
Yeah, the imitations.
Yeah.
Now they want to say
Whenever you conquer to switch over, and you're still at the lower level, so you assume the identity of the person you're going to be once you calculate it in the future.
That's right.
That's
You attack. Attack is not a death. The death is the erasure of a being.
Of an identity.
An identity, a being.
Right. They steal your identity.
We living in the Us movie. People are tethered to other people because when you watch their TV, you become them, you become a tether. And then they use their intelligence and your body organs against you. You are the divinity, you are the divine. The woman, the black woman is the beginning of all earth. But the man is always there because he's great. There's always a me part.
What understanding? Are you talking about ancient Egyptian Egyptology?
Yeah.
Well, we don't based off, we're not Egyptians.
Yeah, of course not.
You know, you believe in God, you believe in the Bible?
Wake up, you guys. Too
I
tall.
believe it's now,
See
Corey.
it last week.
So
I
it's
thought
an
you were
allegory.
sick or
Things
something.
happen, people saw things.
Well, some things
But
in the
within
Bible.
transition, we add our source to see who wants to be the superior. Because if I believed it all, we'd still be enslaved, not be sold.
What do you mean?
Because when you wanted to enslave people, you use the Bible against them. You tell them that there's a heaven and a hell while you live in heaven on earth, and then you put them in hell on earth. And then when they die, they didn't finish their mission, which is being a divine.
So the Bible is a true book.
Yeah,
Man's understanding of the Bible is what's perverted.
Yes.
So man took the Bible, right, and they interpret it how they want to. They create their own doctrines.
Yeah.
Right, and false understandings, and they use that as fuel for supremacy.
Divide and conquer tactics.
Now we teach the Bible in its truth, because the Bible, well, you got to understand the history of the Bible, who it was written by, and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, do you know who wrote the Bible?
I have no idea.
Give me the book of Psalms. Give me Exodus chapter 24 and verse 12. Give me Psalms 147.
This is the book of Exodus.
Exodus.
This is chapter 24 and verse 12. And the Lord said unto Moses.
You're familiar with Moses, right?
Correct.
So what did Moses do? What is his
Part of the
significance?
sea.
He parted the Red Sea.
Yeah.
And why did he do that?
So they can get to the other side.
For who to get to the other side?
The people.
What people?
Us.
Who's the us? Give me go to Exodus chapter 3 and verse 10.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 3 and verse 10.
Alright, bring that up.
Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh.
So the Lord is going to send Moses unto Pharaoh, which is a king over Egypt.
Correct.
Kemet.
Yeah.
Right? Read.
That thou mayest bring forth
that thou mayest bring forth
my people,
his people,
the children of Israel.
the who?
The children of Israel.
So Moses was an Israelite. He was an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. When you read from the 3rd chapter, 1 on that, right? So he was a righteous man before the Most High, right? And the Lord raised him up, right? Because the Israelites, they were slaves in Egypt.
Correct.
They became slaves under the Egyptians for no reason. They just didn't like us. And guess what? The Lord saw the affliction of his people, and he said, look, I'm going to deliver you. And that's why Moses was risen up by him, and he was given instructions to go to Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh, hey, let God's people go. Let my people go.
Oh yeah,
Right? And then he parted, the Lord smite them with plagues, and then he sent the Israelites out of Egypt. Right? So we're not Egyptians.
Right.
Right? The Egyptians had us enslaved.
Right.
Right? So one group of black folks had another group of black folks enslaved.
Hierarchy.
Right. And guess what? They were serving other gods. Yeah, if you study
The rock.
Egyptology, they had like gods for everything.
Yeah, the rock.
Gods of the crickets, gods of sexuality, gods of the rivers, gods of the animals, different deities for different things. Right? That's not the true and living God. We serve the true and living God, right? Which is Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua.
Right.
Right? That's the God of Israel. Right? Go back to Exodus chapter 24 and 12. So after Moses freed the Israelites out of Egypt, this is what the Lord said to him. Bring it up.
And the Lord said unto Moses,
Right?
come up to me in the mountain,
Right? Come up to me in the mountain. That's the Mount Sinai. Right? Read.
and be there,
Right?
and I will give thee tables of stone.
And I will do what?
And I will give thee tables of
I
stone.
will give thee tables of stone. Read.
And the law and commandments,
And the law and commandments. Read.
which I have written,
Which what?
Which I have
Which
written.
I what?
Which I have written.
So the Lord gave us. Right? It was no carnal man or just regular man just conjured up, hey, the most invaluable doctrine on the planet.
Document.
Right? The most valuable document to have ever existed.
Right.
This is what this whole world is fighting over. Right? The Holy Bible.
Right.
This is what religions was based on. Right? Why men enslaved us, put us in captivity. Because they opened up the Bible, hey, and they want to be God's chosen people. Right? Right, so the Most High gave us his laws, statutes, and commandments. Did he give all people his commandments? Yeah. When God freed the Israelites out of Egypt, did he say he gave all people the commandments? Or who did he give it to? The Israelites. Because remember, he freed them out of Egypt. He didn't free all people. He freed his people, the children of Israel. Gotta get my people.
Yeah.
Right?
Get them regardless.
Right? So that proves that everybody's not God's people.
Right.
No, of course not.
Because he killed babies, man. He slaughtered everybody.
But he saw the future, and you gotta get it young. Why waste your time fighting an adult when you can get the child?
You say what?
Why waste your time fighting an adult when you can get the child first? That's what the school system is.
Hey
Put
man,
the child first.
he killed adults and children.
Right.
And
Everybody
animals,
gotta go.
right?
And
What are the animals?
everybody gotta go. Everybody gotta go.
Hey, the Lord don't play about his people.
He sure don't.
That's like you got kids.
Not yet.
Hey, when you get kids, you don't play about your kids.
I don't play about nobody in my life.
Hey, see that?
I'm ready to go at all times. I can go today or tomorrow.
Hey, we need you on this side then, sister.
I'm
Right.
always on the good side.
You know what I'm saying?
I see you guys. Y'all been here for years.
Hey, all praise to them. Hey, we gonna be here forever.
Right.
The sky crack.
Right.
Ain't never
Right.
happening, man.
Hey,
We're gonna be
hey.
here forever and ever.
No,
And
we
repeating
not.
the cycle.
Hey, no, we not.
I
sister.
am.
Give me Romans chapter 13 and verse 11.
Here doesn't mean here spatially. Here
Well,
can
you
be
can
spatially.
hold it. Romans 13 and 11.
Because I could be here and there and
Hey,
everywhere.
sis, we not gonna be here forever.
I want to be. I'm having a good time.
Hey, we not gonna be under the so-called white man.
Oh, I never was, so it don't matter to me. I don't see them. It's a ghost. When I walk with pride and honor and dignity in me.
Hey,
I don't see
bring that.
nobody who don't see me.
Sis, this is the book of Romans chapter 13 and verse 11.
Right?
Now, in that knowing the time
right? Knowing the time, right?
that now it is high time
Right.
to wake out of sleep.
Right, because our people are asleep, man. They don't understand what's going on. They just going to and fro in Rhode Island and all over the world, man, just worried about their bills and getting and YOLO and
I think more
getting
awake.
money, getting the bag. They're not worried about the Most High.
I think
Right.
more awake than asleep. They're just pretending. Because sometimes you can't show your hand. That's how Malcolm X and Martin Luther King went out bad. Because you're showing your head.
Well, they had some knowledge of who they were.
We all
Even
got
Malcolm X told you that we the Israelites.
We are born with the
Right.
knowledge. It's ingrained in our DNA.
Finish that, King. Listen to this, sis.
For now
Right?
is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Now we got another 100,000 years in America.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Now we just gonna be here forever.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Right, our salvation is closer than we believe, man. How long have you been hearing that Jesus Christ is coming back?
Been back a few times. People just refuse to see. It's because you don't see something doesn't mean he hasn't been here.
No, I'm not.
Sometimes we ain't
we gonna speak thus saith the
Okay,
Lord.
go ahead.
We're not gonna
Haven't
talk.
seen him.
We're not gonna assume,
We haven't seen him yet.
right? We haven't seen him yet, right?
Or her. But we haven't
No,
seen
it's
him
it's
yet.
a him, man. Give me Exodus chapter 15
Is it?
verse 3. Man.
Who wrote the book?
We just showed you who it is.
In his best interest.
Let me bring that. I'm gonna show. It's not. It's
Listen,
not.
it's not a fight because when you're right, I know my place and it's a growth situation.
Give me Genesis.
Yeah.
Give me Genesis chapter 3 and verse 10. Bring that.
This is the book.
Right, give me Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15, and verse 3.
Right?
Out. The Lord
Right?
is a
Now,
man.
he's a woman.
Is a man.
He's a what?
Is a man.
Hey, the Lord is a man.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Right? That's what the Bible says.
Can you birth the
Of
free the
war.
creator
Right? Hey, the Lord is a man of war.
at all times?
He's not a woman. Hey, women don't go to war.
Right.
They've been to war.
Hey, that's
If you look
all.
in real history, they've been there. Wherever man there is, there's always a woman.
And it's not supposed to be like that. A
It's
woman
not.
is supposed to go out there fighting for your freedom, man. Right? She's vulnerable, man. She's precious.
Life is your
We
precious and your
protect,
vulnerable too.
we protect our women.
Right.
Man is precious and vulnerable too. And this is a team idea.
Hey, no, the men should be warriors.
They are
The Lord ain't
warriors.
looking for no soft feminine men.
Of course
That's
not.
hiding behind his woman, man.
Yeah, you're
Right?
right.
Right?
You're right.
What would you be with a man that all hell break loose and he behind you like
I'll
this?
beat him with the people at this point. No, I
Hey,
would leave.
so you looking for a real man.
Right.
A real man is gonna protect his family.
Right.
And
A real man gonna fight for his woman.
And de-escalate also.
But hey, most importantly, a real man is gonna serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
Right, bring out you. Genesis chapter 3 and start at verse 10.
Bring it out.
Genesis 2. Genesis chapter 2. Start at verse 17. 18.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 17.
Bring it out.
18.
18.
Right?
And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone.
So the man was created first. Give me 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 13. Right? Read.
I will make him a help me.
I will do what?
I will make him a help me.
So a man was created first. Or a man was created in the image of God because God is a man. Right? So, and then the woman was created in the image of the man. Right? Read.
And out of the ground,
Right?
the Lord God formed every beast of the field,
Right?
and every fowl of the air,
Read.
and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them.
Right?
And whatsoever Adam called every living creature,
Right?
that was the name thereof.
Right, so man was given dominion and power over this world, over this earth, and everything in it.
Right.
He gave Adam dominion and power to rule this planet. Whatever Adam called these animals, that's what they were called. That's a bird, that's a pigeon, right? That's a turkey. And he named those things. Right? Read.
And Adam gave name to all cattle,
Right?
and to the fowl of the air,
Right?
and to every beast of the field.
Right?
But for Adam,
Right?
there was not found a helpmeet for him.
Right, he was by himself, man. He had all this power and nobody to share. Right, read.
And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam.
Right,
And he slept. And he took one of his ribs.
right.
And closed up the flesh instead thereof.
Read.
And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man,
Right.
made he a woman.
Did he what?
Made he a woman.
Made he a woman. Right, so the woman, that's why she's called a woman. Woman means from man. That's what it means. When you go into the etymology, into the meaning of, you know why you call yourself a woman? Because it literally means from man. Because woman was taken from man. Right? You come from your father, man.
My mother, but I stored in my mother for not 10 months.
And
I come from her, but where was I living? But I come from both of them.
Before you entered into your mother's womb,
Yeah, I was my father.
you was in your father's
50%
nutsack,
of me
man.
was. 50% was.
All of you was, man.
No, 50%.
You was out there swimming, man.
50% was swimming,
Racing, man.
And the 50% made it to the other 50%, so we out here.
Right? So, give me Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 1. Give me 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse... Start at verse 13.
You guys do this every Saturday?
Yeah, we do.
Beautiful. I like this. I like seeing you guys.
All right, all praise to the Lord. And we gonna be here, sis.
Amen.
Bring that up.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 13.
Right?
For Adam was first formed.
Nah, Eve was.
For Adam was first formed.
Right, so the man was first formed. Right? There's no debate about it, man. The man came first, man.
Right.
Right? Read.
Then Eve.
Then what?
Then Eve.
Then Eve came up, man. Right? Read.
And Adam was not deceived,
Right?
but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
Right, because, women are the weaker vessel. Right? Physically, where men are stronger. Right? We are designed to be the leaders. Hey, women, we supposed to lead our women, not the
Right.
other way around.
Right.
Right? The Most High didn't create the man and says, listen to your woman. Right? He got in trouble for listening to him.
Right.
Not that we not, there are wise and intelligent women. There are. But a man's job is to be the leader, man. Right? And then his wife can give suggestions. Hey, but he should be the man, man.
Right.
And know right from wrong. He should have the wisdom and discernment. And through him, the woman got to learn.
Right.
Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse number 3. Right, give me Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 1.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter
11.
7, verse 1.
Right.
I myself also am a mortal man.
Right, this is Solomon speaking. The wisest man to ever walk the earth. I am a mortal man, read.
Like to all,
Right?
and the offsprings of him that was first made of the earth.
Right, which is Adam, the offspring of him which was first made of the earth. Right? Read.
And in my mother's womb was I fashioned to be flesh.
Right, in my mother's womb was I fashioned to be flesh.
In the time of 10 months,
In the time of 10 months,
being compacted in blood,
right?
of the seed of man.
Of what?
Of the seed of man.
Of what?
Of the seed of man.
Where was she first?
Of the seed of man.
Right, so before you ended up in your mother's womb, you was already in your dad's loins, man. Right? Being fashioned in blood, man. Chilling, man. And then you fought your way to your mama's womb, right? It's all of the Most High. Give me Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. Right, bring that up.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Right?
Bring it out.
But I will have you know
Right?
that the head of every man is Christ.
So we have our head. As men, we have to obey the Lord, which is Christ. Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Read.
And the head of the woman is the man.
And the what?
And the head of the woman is the
And
man.
the head of the woman is the man. Christ is our head. We have to listen to Christ. He's our leader, right? And then the man is the head of the woman. So the woman has to listen to her husband, right? Read.
And the head of Christ is God.
Even Christ doesn't do his own will.
Right.
He has to do the will of the Father.
Right.
Right? That's what he said when you read John chapter 6 and verse 38.
Bring it out.
He said, I came not down from heaven to do mine own will, but the will of him that sent me.
That's right.
So we all have, there's a divine hierarchy.
Right.
And we can't go against it.
Right.
If you bucking up against your husband, and you do, or if you don't have a husband, right, and you do find one, hey, you gotta understand that you gotta listen to your husband.
Right.
But it's important for you to choose the right man.
Right.
Right? Hey, the scripture says continue with a godly man. Right? So you have to find that righteous man that you know does the will of his Lord.
Right.
Which is Christ.
Right.
Because Christ does the will of his Father.
Right.
Right? So, and that's the hierarchy that we follow. Right? You got the Most High God, you got Yahweh Shai, who this word calls Jesus, and then you got the man, and then you got the woman. Right? Give me Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 23.
What a key.
What you got? Read verse. Start at verse 7.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 7.
Bring it out.
For a man indeed ought not to cover his head.
Right?
For as much as he is the image and glory of God,
He's what?
the image and glory of God.
So man is the image of God. So when you read Genesis and it says God formed man in his own image, he's talking about actual men. Because the Lord is a man.
Right.
Right? God is a man.
Right.
Right? Like we read. He's a man of war. Right? Read.
But the woman is the glory of the man.
But the what?
But the woman is the glory of the
Hey,
man.
so we need you. Right? Hey, it ain't no man without a woman.
Right.
You can't bring, every man on this earth came from a woman.
Right.
So it's not to negate the importance of women, but the Most High God has set up a divine order, man, that we ought to follow, man. Not this feminism that you see America pushing, man. Right?
Wake her up.
And homosexuality, man.
I was born awake with my eyes wide open. This ain't nothing.
All praise.
All praise to the Most High. Right? And now we giving you some bifocals, man.
Right.
So you can see much clearer.
Right.
Right?
There you go. Thank
Guys,
you.
is that it?
This is a good one.
Alright, content, read on.
Listen up, sis. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man.
Right, so we need each other. Neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man.
Right.
Right? Read.
In the Lord. For as the woman is of the man,
Right?
even so is the man also by the woman.
Right, because the woman came from the man, and now you got the man coming from the woman. Right? We got to be born of a woman. Right? I've never seen anybody come on earth that's not of a woman. Right? And they're trying to say that the Lord came by elsewhere, right? That's not written. Right? But that's neither here nor there, right? Read.
But all things of God.
Right, and all things are of the Most High. Bring that up again.
Ephesians 5, verse 22.
Right?
Bring it out.
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands.
What is she supposed to do?
Wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands.
Right, so women are supposed to submit themselves unto their husbands. Right? Read.
As unto the Lord.
As what?
As unto the Lord.
It said if Jesus Christ was walking on the earth, you ain't gonna buck up against him. You gonna buck up against your creator?
No.
Hell no. Hey, you supposed to show your husband the same reverence.
Right.
Right? Otherwise, why you with him, man?
Right.
You're not gonna be with a man that you don't respect.
Of course not. Not
Right?
smart.
Unless your motives are, not in the right place. Right? Read.
For the husband is the head of the wife,
Right?
even as Christ is the head of the church.
So just as Christ is the head of the church, of the congregation, so is the husband the head of the wife, man. Like we read in 1 Corinthians, the 11th chapter.
Bring that out.
Right? Read.
And he is the savior of the body.
And he is what?
And he is the savior of the body.
Right. Hey, take a flyer before you go, sister.
Okay.
Right? And learn about your history. Learn about your nationality.
Irish.
Right? No, you are Israelite, right? And you gotta come back to your God.
Right.
I celebrate the Sabbath and stuff.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. Wait, let me. You said you celebrate the Sabbath. Can I test that theory?
On Friday?
Where did you get that soda?
From him.
Oh, you just gave it to him?
Yeah, I didn't buy
Oh,
it.
okay. All praise to the Most High. I thought you bought today.
No, I didn't buy it.
You didn't
this
buy
was
it?
all free.
Oh,
From
okay.
the church.
Oh, all praise to the Most High. Right?
All
So
praise.
check out our flyer, sis. Learn about your history and your nationality. Come back and we out here every Saturday.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, we looking forward to seeing you.
All right.
Finish that thing. And then give me your
Verse 4. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ,
right?
so let the wives be their own husband. So let the wives be to their own husbands,
Right.
in everything.
In what?
In everything.
In something.
In everything.
I got my own say so.
In everything.
Right, so you gotta, hey, wives, that's a commandment from your Lord. Right? You gotta be in subjection to your husband in everything, right? Right? That don't mean that if your husband tell you to eat pork or sin, you're gonna listen. Right? That's talking about living in unison under the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? Like it says, all things of Yahweh. Right? But come, brothers can drop that. Give me Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7.
The book or chapter of Isaiah, chapter 45, and verse number 7.
Bring it up.
I form the light.
Right? Hey, so the Lord formed the light, man. Right? That light you read about in the beginning, man. Hey, the Lord formed that, man. The sun, the moon, these heavenly bodies that give light on the earth. Right? The Lord formed these things, man. Read.
And create darkness.
And did what?
And create darkness.
Right. Darkness is of the Most High as well, man. He created light and darkness, man. What else?
I make peace.
He did what?
I make peace.
Right?
And create evil.
And did what?
And create evil.
Hey, so there's a balance, man. The Most High created light and dark. He also created good and evil, man. Light and dark, man. Right? So, hey, all things are of the Most High, whether it's on the left-hand side or it's on the right-hand side.
Right.
There has to be a balance, man. Give me Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 1.
Bring that
Give
up.
me Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 4.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1.
Bring it up.
A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
What did he say?
A false balance is abomination to the Lord.
Right, a false balance is an abomination unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Right? He's not going to create things imbalanced, man. Like Esau, man. Right? Esau's judgment is not balanced, man. Right? His so-called judicial system is flawed, man. Right? His justice, his so-called justice system, I call it the injustice system, it's not fair, man.
Right.
Right? It got loopholes, man. Right? Everything was created with a perfect balance by the Most High, man. Right? Light, dark, left, right, up, down, good, and evil, man. Right? And one can't exist without the other, man. Right? So, yeah, it's not far-fetched. All things are of the Most High, man. Good and evil, man. You know, that's too high for some people to even understand, man. Oh, why would God create evil? Right? Hey, because it's a balance. A false balance is an abomination unto him, man. What would that look like? What would it look like just having sunlight all day, man?
Right.
How would you know when the new moon is? How you gonna know when the feast days are, man? Right? It's gonna be bugged out, man. It's just gonna be daytime or nighttime for eternity.
How would you know good from evil?
Right? How would you know good from if you didn't know evil, man? How would you make the distinction, man? Right? Give me Sirach chapter 33 and verse 15. Well, give me Proverbs 16 and 4.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 4.
Right?
The Lord hath made all things.
Nah, the white man did.
The Lord hath made all
The
things.
Big Bang Theory.
The Lord hath made all things.
Evolution.
The Lord hath made all things.
Right?
For himself.
Right?
Yeah. Even the wicked.
Even the what?
Even the wicked.
He even made the wicked. The evil. Right? Read.
For the day of evil.
Hey, so he created the wicked for one purpose and one purpose only.
That's
For evil. Right? Create something that was meant for evil
And then he just say, well, you know what, I'm gonna just do my own thing. I'm gonna do good to them. Right? If you were created to be wicked, then that's what you gonna be, man. And then he created the righteous to be righteous, man. Right?
Let me see what you got. Start at verse 14.
Sirach chapter 33, verse 14.
Bring it out.
Go.
Good is set against evil.
What did the Lord say?
Good is set against evil.
Right, so good is set against evil, right? You can't have good and not evil, man. Read.
And life against death.
And what?
And life against death.
You got it. That's why you die, man. You got life and then you got death, man. Right? Read.
So is the godly against the sinner.
So is what?
So is the godly against the sinner.
So is the godly man, the righteous man, against the sinners, which are the wicked. Right? Read.
And the sinners against the godly.
Right?
So look upon all the works of the Most High.
Look upon all the works of the Most High.
And there are 2 and 2.
There are what?
There are 2 and 2.
Hey, it's duality, man. What they call yin and yang, man. Right? They're 2 and 2, man. Up and down, left and right, right? Good and evil, life and death. Man. They're 2 and 2, man. Read.
One against another.
One against what?
One against another.
Right, and they go against each other, man. Just like the spirit goes against the flesh. Man. Spirit is righteous and the flesh is wicked. Right? Like Paul says, right? Warring against the other, man. Right? Is that it? You did what? Okay, man, we can try that. Give me what you had? How you did now? Okay, come. Give me Psalms chapter 78, verse 1. Give me Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28.
This is
49.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78, and verse 49.
Bring it out.
He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger.
Right, the Lord cast upon man the fierceness of his anger. Read.
Wrath and indignation
Right,
and trouble
right.
by sending evil angels.
By doing what?
By sending evil angels.
By sending what?
By sending evil angels
Right.
among them.
Right, so the Most High created evil angels. Right? When he wants to send his indignation and wrath upon man. Right? To punish them. Right? Bring that out. Sirach 39 and 28. So there are evil angels. Man. There's evil angels in heaven, man. That the Most High created to do his will on the left-hand side, man. Why do you think Satan is in heaven, man? Right? He ain't down in no place in under the earth, man, with a pitchfork, man, ready to poke you. Right? He's in the heavens, man. Right? And we gonna prove it. Bring that.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28.
Right?
There be
Hey,
spirits.
Mr. White Man, I got a question for you. Hey, boy, come here. Right? Bring that.
Sirach chapter 39, verse 28.
Right?
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
There be what?
There be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Right, the spirits is talking about angels. Give me Psalms chapter 104 and verse 4.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 4.
Right?
Who maketh his angels spirits?
Who did what?
Who maketh his angels spirits?
So the angels are spirits. Right? Read that again.
There be spirits that created for vengeance.
Right, there be angels that are created for vengeance.
Which in their fury laid on sore strokes.
Right?
In the time of destruction.
In what?
In the time of destruction.
And so they're created for the time of destruction. To lay sore strokes. Read.
They pour out their force.
Right?
And appease the wrath of him.
And do what?
And appease the wrath of him.
Right, hey, the Lord is angry, man. The Lord is angry with the wicked every day. So when he's angry, this is how he appeases his wrath. By sending evil angels, hey, to pour out indignation, man, and wrath. Man. Right, read.
that made them
right?
fire and hail.
How does he do it?
Fire and hail.
Hey, whether he wants to destroy this place by fire, man, he or send hail like he did in Egypt, man. Right? Read.
And famine and death.
And famine, man. You get so hungry you die, man. Right? Read.
All these were created for vengeance.
Right. All these spirits were created for vengeance. Read.
Teeth of wild beasts.
Hey, if the Lord wants you to die by a wild beast, that's a spirit. That's an angel that was set up over that office, man. I'm gonna let the lion maul this devil right here. Oh, you sinning against me? I'm gonna let this shark devour you when you swimming on a good day at the beach.
Right.
Right? That's how the Most High works, man. If he wants you to die by a wild beast, it's gonna happen. Right? And he got spirits that are set up to do these things, man. Right? Read.
And scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Punishing who?
Punishing the wicked to destruction.
Right, so these evil angels are set to punish the wicked. Right? And also they chastise the righteous too. Right? Hey, so, hey man, there are evil spirits that are created by the Most High, hey, that are set over the world of man, man,
Right.
to cause things to happen, man.
Right.
Right? Give me 2 Chronicles chapter 18 and verse 18. Right? We're gonna see what some of these spirits look like, man, and how they operate, man.
Putting it off for days.
2 Chronicles chapter 18 and verse 18.
Yeah, we did it.
Give me Matthew chapter 8 and verse 16.
It's the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 18, verse 18.
Bring it out.
Salat. Again, he said, therefore, hear the word of the Lord.
Right?
I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne,
Right?
and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand
Right?
and on his left.
Right?
And the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel,
Right?
that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead?
Right. So the Lord is having a council in the third heavens. He says, who's gonna persuade Ahab, king of Israel, to go up to Ramoth Gilead and fall? So the Lord is having a council on how he's gonna kill him. A king over Israel, for being wicked. Right? Read.
And one spake, saying, after this manner, and another saying, after that manner.
Right, they having a council, man. Hey, I'm gonna do it like this. Or and the other angel say, what about this? And the most I be like, nah, I don't really like that. It sounds good, but what about that? What if he does this? Right? Read.
Then there came out a spirit
Right?
and stood before the Lord
There came out an angel and stood before the Lord.
and said,
Right?
I will entice him.
Right?
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith?
How you gonna entice this man to go up and die, man? And fall? Read.
And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit.
And be what?
I will be a lying spirit.
What's in the third heavens?
A lying spirit.
So there's a lying spirit in heaven, man. Speaking to the Lord, man. Hey, I'm gonna be a lying spirit. That's what he was created for, man. To be a lying spirit, man. Right? Read.
In the mouth of all his prophets.
Right, and he's not gonna go against that, man. Right? He's not gonna go against the will of the Most High. That's what he was created to be, man. Go back, read Sirach 39. Baba Kashaw. Just to show you that they don't go against the will of the Most High. Right? Read from verse
Sirach
39.
39, verse
30.
28.
30. Sorry, 30.
Verse 30.
Right?
Teeth of wild beasts,
Right?
and scorpions,
Right.
serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Right? Read.
They shall rejoice in his commandment.
They gonna rejoice in doing the will of the Most High, man. In doing his commandments, man. Read.
And they shall be ready upon earth.
Right?
when need is.
Right, and they gonna be ready on earth when need be, man. Just like we read it, man. He's getting ready to be a lion spirit, right? To do the commandment of the Most High. And he's rejoicing. Yeah, I'm ready to go and be a lion spirit, Lord. Right? On your will. Just say the word and I'm down there, man. Right? Read that again, King. Pick up where you left off. Start at 20.
And he said,
Right?
I will go out and be a lying spirit,
Right?
in the mouth of all his prophets.
Right? So all these men that he received counsels from, hey, he says, I'm gonna hop on these men and be a lying spirit. Right? Read, because he trusts these men. They give the king counsel. Right? Read.
And the Lord said, thou shalt entice him,
Right?
and thou shalt also prevail.
Right?
Go out and do even so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets.
What did the Lord do?
He put a lying spirit in the mouth of these thy prophets.
Right?
And the Lord hath spoken evil against thee.
Hey, so hey, it's the will of the Most High that this evil angel, a lying spirit, go down and entice Ahab by his counselors, man, to go up and fall, man. And he's not going against the will of the Most High, man. Ain't nobody can go against the will of the Most High, man. On the right hand side or the left hand side, man. Give me the book of Job, chapter 14. Hold Matthew. Give me Job chapter 14 and verse 4. Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 15.
Job 14.
And give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 15.
Job chapter 14 verse 4.
Right?
Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean?
Right?
Not one.
Right, so you can't make something that the Most High created unclean and make it clean, man. Right? You can't take something that the Most High created to be evil and make it good, man. You can't bring an unclean thing out of a clean thing, man. And vice versa, man. Right? You were either created to be clean or unclean, man. Right? The Lord said put a difference between clean and unclean. Give me that in Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 10.
Leviticus chapter 10 verse 10.
Right?
Bring it out.
And that ye may put a difference
Right.
between holy and unholy.
Between what?
Between holy and unholy.
So there has to be a distinction between holy and unholy, man. They can't be the same, man. Right? The same way how you have a distinction between light and dark, right? Up and down, left and right, good and evil, man. You have to have a difference between the holy and the unholy. What else?
And clean and unclean.
And what?
And clean and unclean.
Right. That's why the Lord had laws of clean animals and unclean animals, man. He's putting a distinction between what's good and what's not. Right? Read that.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 15.
Right?
Bring it out. That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
What did the Lord say?
That which is crooked cannot be made straight.
If the Lord created you to be a vessel of wickedness, you can't change, man.
Come.
It don't matter if you gave $1 million for charity, man. That's nothing before the Most High. He created you to be the wicked, man. That's what you gonna be, man. Right? Hey, I hear people say, oh, Esau, he can change. Hey, the so-called white man can't change. Right? He can't be righteous, man. Right? If he can be righteous, then why is he be exterminated?
Right.
When you read Obadiah, that whole chapter, right? Being eradicated, man, from off the earth, man. That shows you that he can't change, man. So you see the so-called white man walking up and down on the earth, man, doing so-called good, man, right? Giving charity and helping people, man. That's in vain, man. The Most High ain't seeing that, man, right? Because at the end of the day, they're not going to exist, man. Why isn't his work saving him, man? Right? Why is his works not being considered, man? If he can be righteous, man. Or he can do good, man. He wasn't created to be good, man. Right? What you said?
2 Corinthians 11:14.
Brother can pull that one. 11. What you got? Oh, okay. 2 Corinthians 11, verse 14.
The book
Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 13.
of 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14.
Right?
And no marvel,
Right?
for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Right? Because what does light do? Right? Light illuminates, shows you the way, man, in the darkness, man. Right? Satan has supposedly transformed himself into an angel of light, man, of righteousness, man. Right? The so-called white man makes it appear as if he's righteous, man. Like he's the epitome of righteousness. That's why he called himself the white man. So what does white signify? Purity. Light, man. And he calls us black. Everything that's attributed to black is negative.
Black man,
Black ball,
black cat,
black
male,
male.
black
Right?
ice.
Black cat is bad luck. Black ice, bust your ass, man. Right? Everything that's black is negative, man. And he did it on purpose, man. Right? And he not even white. He red. Right?
Ice isn't even black. The
And
road
ice
is
ain't even black. Right? The black market, right? Where all illegal activities take place, man. Right? They subconsciously giving us stereotypes, man. Programming the masses
Black
to
cat.
think that we're just no good, man. Right? So hey, the so-called white man, he can't change, man. No matter how much good he does, it's just a front.
Right.
It's in the face of man. You're getting bamboozled,
Right.
right? By his so-called goodness, man. Right? Oh, there's good white people in this world. I have friends. Hey, I've never met a so-called good white man. Right? I would love for a so-called white man to walk up here and I'm asking them one question, man. And I bet you he's not gonna answer. He's gonna slither his way around it, man. Right?
Wakan, give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 13.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 13. Consider the work of God,
Right, consider the works of God.
for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
Who can what?
Who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
You can't make the so-called white man straight, man. He wasn't created to be straight, man. Right? These angels that were created in the third heaven as lying spirits, man, or as wicked spirits, you can't make them straight. Read that again.
Consider the work of God,
Right?
for who can make that straight which he hath made crooked?
Right, you can't make what the Most High had made crooked straight, man. Meaning righteous, man. You can't do it, man. Right? The same way you didn't choose to be who you are, man. The man doesn't have a choice, man. Right? You were created to be the way that you are. The thoughts that you have. If you were the righteous or the wicked. And the end shall reveal the works of man. Right? When we're judged by the Most High, man. Right? By the Son of Man. Right?
Bring that out. Jeremiah chapter 13 and 22.
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 13 verse 22.
Bring it out.
And if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of
13:22.
13:22.
Come on, verse 23. Salah.
Verse 23.
Right?
Can the Ethiopian change his skin?
Can the what?
Can the Ethiopian change his skin?
Hell no, man. You think that the Mosai create that damn Hamite to be a Hamite, man? And he can say, well, I'm an Israelite today, man. Right? or I'm a Moabite today, man. You can't change the skin that the Mosai put you in, man. You were ordained to be who you are, man. Read.
Or the leopard, his spots?
You can't. Can a leopard take the spots off himself, man? He was created to be a leopard,
Not without divine intervention.
right? So you can't change who you are, man. The Most High created you. It doesn't matter how many times you can fool man, but at the end of the day, hey, the Most High gonna reveal what's in the dark.
Esau be saying, A grown ass man Esau would say, I feel like I'm a little girl.
Right. Esau talking about he a little girl inside, man. Putting on fairy dresses, man. Right? And getting adopted. Right? And it's happened, man. Right? God, give me Matthew 8 and 16.
Matthew chapter 8, verse 16.
Right, so you can't change these spirits, man. Evil spirits exist, man. And man, evil men are created as well. Right, bring that up.
When the even was come, they brought unto him many that were possessed with devils.
Many that had evil spirits on them. So devils, angels are also referred to as devils. Read.
And he cast out the spirits with his word.
And he did what?
And he cast out the spirits with his word.
So that's how the angels work. They hop on you, man. In your mind, in your body, and cause infirmities, man, in your flesh. These are spirits, right? Is that it?
And healed all that were sick.
Right, and the Lord had to heal a lot of people. That was his ministry, man. Right? To heal the sick and the blind. These are infirmities that were on man, right? Plagued by evil spirits, right? Give me Luke chapter 7 and verse 21. Give me Luke chapter 8 and verse 2. And verse 1. Sorry.
Luke chapter 7 verse 21.
Right?
And in that same hour he cured many of their infirmities and plagues.
Their what?
Infirmities and plagues.
He cured many of their infirmities and plagues.
And of evil spirits.
And of what?
And of evil spirits.
And of evil spirits that plague them. Right? So these spirits, they come on earth for one purpose only, man. What they were created to be. Lying spirits, man. Spirits of infirmities in your flesh, man. Whether it's by issues of blood or blindness or sickness or leprosy or whatever it is, man. Hey, the Lord controls them. And he created these spirits to do just that, man. They can't go against his commandment. Right? Give me Acts chapter 19 and verse 12.
The book of Acts, chapter 19 and verse 12. So that from his body were brought unto the sick handkerchiefs or aprons,
right?
And the diseases departed from them,
right?
And the evil spirits went out of them,
right?
Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them, which had evil spirits, the name of the Lord Yahushai, saying, we adjure you by Yahushai, whom Paul preaching.
Right, so you had men that saw the works of Paul, because the Lord was bringing miracles by the hands of Paul, healing the sick, man. And they wanted to make themselves look mighty before men, trying to adjure these evil spirits that plague man. Right? Let's see what happened. Read.
And there were 7 sons of one Shekva,
read,
a Jew, and chief of the priests, which do so. And the evil spirit answered and said,
right?
Yahushai I know,
right?
And Paul I know,
right?
But who are ye?
Right, so hey, the evil spirit know you, man. Who the hell is you, man? Paul I know, and Yahushai or Lord I know, but who are you, man? Right? Who the hell is you trying to adjure me to hop off, man? Right? Read.
And the man in whom the evil spirits was leaped on them.
Was what?
Was leaped on them.
So these spirits can leap on your flesh, in your body, in your mind. Read.
And overcame them.
Right.
And prevailed against them.
And did what?
And prevailed against them.
So these evil spirits prevailed against these Jews, right?
So that they fled out of that house,
right,
naked and wounded.
Hey, they was jammed up. They was bugged out, man. Spirit left from that host, hopped on, leaped on them, and now they bugged out, running all over the place naked. Right? So, certain power, certain spirits know who you are. Right? And guess what? Only certain men can remove certain spirits. Right? So if you're dealing with certain people and it's just not working, you're not that brother. Right? That spirit wasn't designed for you to eliminate. Right? Come on, go to Job chapter 2 and verse 1.
Job chapter 2 verse 1.
Right.
Now, again, there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord.
Right?
And Satan came also.
And who?
And Satan came also.
Right, so in this context, you had the sons of God, which is referring to the angels, the righteous angels, and then you have Satan presenting himself also. Right? What does that show you? Well, you got good and evil always present. Right? Hey, and Paul says the same thing. Right? Give me Romans chapter 7 and verse 21. Right? So you're not going to have good, right, and not evil. Right? That's what that council was about when you read 2 Chronicles, the 18th chapter. Right? It's angels on the left hand and on his right having a council. Right? To see who's going to overthrow Ahab. Right? That's the same thing, right, that's happening in the book of Job. Right? Satan presented himself, right, to move the Lord against Job. Right? Because he was righteous. Right? He was like, hey, you know what? He's only doing that because you didn't touch his flesh. Touch his flesh and he gonna curse you. Right? But hey, Job held his integrity. Right? Bring that up.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 7, verse 21.
Bring it up.
I find then a law that when I would do good,
Right?
evil is present with me.
Evil is what?
Evil is present with me.
Right. So you can't have good and evil not present. They both work against each other, man. That's why you battling certain spirits for so long, man. You're trying to do the right thing, but then you got that thorn in your side, man. Right? You got that thorn that's always hindering you from doing the right thing. Because when good is present, so is evil. Right? Come on. And you got evil men. Man. Give me Psalms chapter 140 and verse 1. Give me Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 12.
This is the book of Psalms chapter 140 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man.
From the what?
From the evil man.
So you don't only have evil spirits, you got evil men. Men created to be evil, man. Right? And we gotta ask the Lord to deliver us from these men, man. And from the so-called white man, man. He's the epitome of the evil man on earth, man. He's the representation of Satan, man, of evil on this earth, man. Right? And we asking the Most High to deliver us from this man, man. Bring that up. Proverbs 2 and 12.
Proverbs chapter 2 verse 12.
Right?
To deliver thee from the way of the evil man.
From the what?
From the evil man.
From the ways of the evil man. Right? Read.
From the man that speaketh froward things.
Right? And they's proud in their wickedness, man. They proud in their folly, man. Just like Esau. A proud man. He proud about putting us in captivity. He proud about enslaving God's people and pushing things contrary to the will of the Most High. Right?
From the man that speaketh forward things, who leaveth paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness.
Right, so he leaves the path of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. Because he knows nothing else, man. Right? He doesn't know any better, man. That's what he was designed and created for, man. Right? Bring that up.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 24.
Right?
To keep thee from the evil woman.
Hey, so you got evil women as well, man. Right? Not just evil man, you got evil women, man.
Right.
And you gotta keep away from them.
Right.
You gotta discern the spirits, man, and know whether they're of God or of evil. Right? So you want to examine yourselves, man, and make sure, hey, are you doing the will of the Most High, man? Are you a vessel that was created for righteousness, man? Or were you a vessel that was created just to be wicked, man? But I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Shema Mashiach Malak Yahushua. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
All praise to the Most High.
Hey, said I want come test me. Pick 2 rap with a sling might lick off and met like a man from Jesse. Heard that they talking that big talk, lip off, which God, listen, don't vex me. I'ma stand for the Father perpetually, definitely big man, don't get chesty. Any weapon they form, don't stress me. Hey, I'm an Israelite child, no destiny. Separated, he chose and select me. In his ring, he clothed and he dressed me. Look without him, my soul will be empty. To the Lord of the hosts, I confess thee. I don't do this for sport or for trendies. Disrespect, it'll only get messy. Yeah, they can never take hold of my faith. I'ma stand with my sword at the gate. Holiness to the Lord on the plate. See, your idols ain't holding no weight. I ain't here trying to hold no debate. See, my God ain't no soul to replace. Disrespecting a stone in your face. Look, you must be a fool to